Hello everyone, my name is Priya Patel and I already explained one video about COVID simulator, how to implement it, why I implement it, what is the situation and what kind of scenarios I have taken, and I have also provided the project code for it, and when you need to run it, this is the walkthrough document how to do it. So first of all, some prerequisites. So step 1, download the PyCharm community or professional ID. So for this project I have used the Python, and the PyCharm community is the best to run it. You can either have community version or a professional ID, both are free, but I prefer professional ID, and this is the website, official website where you can find both the versions and according to your PC. Then after, for that you need the Python in your PC, like Python. Any OS will be there, like Mac OS or a Linux. You can download it from the Python organization website, and according to your system configuration, any version you can use it. And you can also check if the Python is already installed or not in your Windows system. So you can open the command prompt like this, and you can type the Python. Here you will see the version 3.7.4 I am using, so it will show you the version. And if the Python is already installed, it will show you the version. If not, then it will throw some error that Python is not there. Next is create a Python file. Okay, so you have downloaded the PyCharm, you have installed Python, everything is there, system is ready. Now you need to create a Python file. So once you install that PyCharm window, if you open it, you will figure out this many icons in the bar. So in the file you have to open new project. So in the new project you can create a new project. In the new, you have create a new file like that. So here I have also shown that when the PyCharm is started, first it will show this kind of video. You can directly select create new project and project will be created, or you can choose open, and then after you can go from file and new project. Okay, second is Python require the Python interpreter to execute the code, right? So you need to go to the file, then setting. Here I will show you file, then setting. Then here in the project interpreter you will find so many different libraries, different interpreters are there. I have created each for my different projects, so there are, you will see a lot of lists, but when you started first project you will only figure out the one. Okay, so you will see the Python interpreter here. You can add it and then click and then next. Okay, next will be the open project. So I have already provided my all the project Python code, so you can directly download it, and wherever you have downloaded, you just go with the file, open, and from the your desktop dictionary you can find out wherever you have downloaded that, select and OK. When you press OK, your project will be loaded here. Okay, so next is libraries. So you will need a basic library to run the simulation, like pip or like panda, or most of the time numpy is there, so you will need this kind of library. So you need to go to the same page, like file and setting. Over there in the interpreter section you can see lot of packages. Because I already downloaded, you will see it, but if you are doing it the first time you will not see it, so you need to double click on one of the package should be there. So here you need to write whatever the package you need, like I need numpy, then I will write numpy. Okay, so there are a lot of versions of numpy. You can download normal numpy. Okay, then do it install, and then it will be installing, start installing. Or I can choose another way of doing that by using the command prompt. So I have to use this command prompt. You can type cmd, you will open the command prompt, and here you can write like pip. Pip is the basic command to install any packages. So pip install pandas, so it will start installing pandas. Okay, but here it's showing me some error. It's not error, it's showing me just the my pip command is old one, so I need to upgrade pip, right? So I can use like upgrade pip, and it will upgrade the oh, it's pip install. I need to use that whole command, m pip install upgrade pip. Okay, so this will, it will upgrade the command. Next is run the simulator. So if you download my whole the package, you will find the 10 files. Some I have also included some of the extra folders for images and datas, but if it's fine if you don't download it here or remove it afterwards, so it will be fine. But the main file in this all 10 files is simulator.py. So open the simulator.py by double clicking on this page, and after double clicking, right click on the page. I will show you. So here, this is my file. So right now it is open, but if suppose it is not open, what I will do is I will double click, so it will definitely open. Here it is opened. Now I will click right click and run, so it will start running the simulator. Okay, so I already explained in the first video that my simulation is nothing but 2000 people bounded in one cube, and I have given this all the population some motion. So the people are moving with each other, and when they move, they interact with each other. Here one people is already infected, so that's how people are started infecting each other. If the people keep moving, it will start infecting more and more people. So see here, one was there, and another was created nearby it, because that infected people here only created the second one, the third is also created, like that. So this way it will start infecting other people, and when so many people are infected, if what I have done is, after some time when so many people are infected, what I have done is I have stopped some of their motion. So if they have stopped their motion, it means they are quarantined at some period or some time they are quarantined. So if they are quarantined, it means they are not going out, not meeting other people, not meeting infected people, and that's why they are starting getting immune, right? So here you will see that that green dot, you can see here one or two, or actually there are three immune people. So the green dot is showing that the people are infected. Okay, so now that infected is also moving, right? So infected people after some time can also be converted into infected people, but right now I'm not showing that. So this is basically on the assumption, like we know that if people the main case of COVID spreading because of the one people meet the another people, right? And that can spread the virus, that can transmit virus from one people to another, and that is the thing I have taken here. And we have also shown some results that if quarantine period is there, when the 100% lockdown is there, then the cases are going downside. Okay, so that cases I have used here. You can see here, after some time, like this is timestamp of 550 560 something like that, near that there are lots of people are starting infected. This is the normal scenario, right? This is normal scenario where people are not following any orders, just going out doing the normal jobs. That time scenario I have used here. Okay, and I can stop the simulation from here. This is just the one single scenario I have used for like a normal scenario. Second, I can show you one self isolation scenario. Okay, in the self isolation, what happens is people are self isolated. Okay, so for that, what I have used is I have taken one place here. People are infected in this area, and going in after infecting, they are going in the self isolation, because they will not infect other. That is the purpose. So after coming in the isolation part, they will started getting immune. After getting immune, they will again move to this direction, like that. So you will see after some time, so here two people are already infected, they are starting to moving towards this direction. It will come in this direction, and after starting that, it will starting to getting immune. After some time, what will happen that most of the people are getting infected people getting immune, and there should be zero healthy people, but all the people will be immune. So there will be less chance of getting infected again, because some of the researches I have confirmed that it is very chance of reinfecting after you get infected already. Okay, so I have used the same thing here, but this is not 100% true, but I have taken as after getting immune you cannot be infected again. You have to wait some time if you want to see that in this part, after coming in this part, people are getting immune and going this side as well. So this is taking some time because I have not given it a lot of speed, and the timestamp is increasing little by little. But if you want to see some diagrams, I have already included in my paper. I can also show you that, or else I already described in my first PPT that if the self isolation is there, what kind of graph it will create. If you want to see it, I can also show you that. So the self isolation part is here. Here there are only two infected people are staying. Most of them are immune, and this is the graph it has created. Okay, so this is what it will show you. Okay, that's it then. Yeah, thank you.